Good morning. Hello, hello. Welcome to our second stand-up. This time, I hope there won't be any problems. Seems like we're plugged in. Electricity is good. Battery's fine. So let's hope that everything's going to be all right. Okay, so let's get right into the stand-up. I will try to not poke around with the table because I noticed that yesterday the table was a bit wobbly. So I'm gonna just gently touch the mouse and switch to the Scrum board. So this is the Scrum board. As you notice, there are some changes yet again, but I did stick at least 50% to the scenario that I outlined. So I created the Git repository for the billing service. All code is in Bitbucket, README is there, everything's fine. But while I was doing this, I also went through the code and thoroughly looked at everything that's going on. It's, as I said many times before, it's created with a PHP in-house framework. It's fairly straightforward, except there is this one tiny little problem, and that is that it's really hardwired into a CRM, internal CRM tool. So what do we do with this? Well, I don't know, we leave it out. It's really tough to separate this from the company itself because there was a split. We took one part of it and we're trying to deploy the service outside of the previous company. The problem is that there are certain things like jurisdiction with billing, all of these currency exchanges and all of that. And the thing is, it's just not viable to port it completely. And quite honestly, it's not even convenient because all of these things like the authentication service and the billing service, you need a team. You need a team that will take care of these services. And while these services are done in a very good way, they're done so that you could fit any product into it. If I am to separate one product and put it aside, I can't have a extremely versatile wallet deployed right next to it, even though it would be great. I think it's just an overkill. It's just really huge. And quite frankly, our service is using only five methods. I already created a task that I started working on, and that is implement those 5 endpoints, those 5 methods, just like dummy endpoints to see how they work. Because frankly, there is in the wallet, in the billing service, there is this whole plethora of functionality that our internal application does not even use. So why would I use that? And frankly, like there is Stripe, the billing service, the basically billing as a service that I planned to use. So maybe I'll just do these dummy endpoints and implement them in Node.js, and they will just return true, in order to get going and start the API, the core API of the whole service. So I already started working on that, and I'll try to do it just, basic Express app, just Node.js. Maybe put it even in Cloud Run in the newest GCP offering, just so that it returns true, it returns, the things that the app is expecting. And later on, once the app is running and this just returns true, and everyone is using it for free, eventually I would add in some form of billing, such as Stripe or PayU or Braintree or any other services that there are. As one thing you might have noticed, I valued it as large, so it'll take me a whole day. I already started yesterday, and it'll take me roughly a half a day or maybe a little bit longer today. And that's what I'm going to be working on. I'll even share the code with you tomorrow. Once it's done, I'll share it with you because there's nothing to hide. It's just pretty much an endpoint that returns true or a hash. So that's pretty much it. And here in the freeze box is the database for the billing service, since I won't be deploying it in the cloud per se. Frankly, there is an MSSQL behind it, which I absolutely understand the choice behind it. It's a robust database, but it's like when a cat comes back home to you with a dead mouse, you're like, well, thank you for this. I appreciate it, but I won't be using it. Maybe if I was to use the billing service and have it in production and really have real-time data and real-time billing data, I would absolutely go for MSSQL. But as I said, I don't want to use it going forward. So yeah, I'll just put this in Freezebox, won't be deploying this one. All right, that's about it. In progress, right. That one, that's about it. And maybe I will actually, I'll put this one down. Maybe I'll start creating the container if the methods are done. If the methods are complete, they return what I'm expecting them to return. I might even create the container for them so that I can put them in Cloud Run to see how that's running. I'll take a look if there's anyone in the chat. No messages in the chat. So I think I'll end it with that because there's nothing else to talk about. It's a stand-up. It's meant to be brief, to the point. So thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow on our next stand-up, and do check out our other social platforms, our accounts on other social platforms. Stay tuned, and I'll see you tomorrow.